G'day, this is Captainoob and this is the Beretta M9-FS pistol. This is a highly customizable standalone pistol type weapon with custom sounds, and it uses the deliverer animations, which we have a replacer for. Now, this weapon is a standalone mod in and of itself. It's not to be confused with the Beretta mod, which comes with the ARX 160 primarily. So, as you can tell, a lot more time and care has been taken into the models and textures, which look awesome. They look bloody great. We'll move on to the attachments now, and first of all, for the receivers, we'll chuck on the advanced receiver for the best damage. Now, one of the things that the mod description had in it is that this weapon was supposed to be viable from the start to the end of the playthrough, and yeah, I'll be the judge of that. So I am expecting some pretty good damage out of this, unless they didn't scale it for big boy very hard difficulty, but we'll see. We'll move onto the barrels. We'll chuck an extended barrel in for better range and accuracy. And for the sights, you've just got the standard sights here. You can have glowies in blue, green or red, or you can chuck on a reflex sight for better VATS AP usage. And for a pistol, you always want to go for a reflex sight, honestly. And we'll go for a suppressor on the muzzles because, yeah, stealth abilities and also a little bit more damage courtesy of Ace Operator. Now, this doesn't actually change the look of the grip at all. This is just a stat changing thing, so we'll chuck on the sharpshooter's grip and we'll get to the grips a little bit later. We'll go for a large quick eject mag. I do not need to explain that. Now, this is where you can actually change the aesthetics of this grip. So right now we've got the black marble grip, which looks kind of good. You can go for a black polymer grip, rubber, tan polymer, white polymer, a wooden grip, which actually looks the best. I kind of like the wooden grips. I feel like it's nice and classy. There's white marble as well as black marble, which we saw before. So yeah, the wood grip looks awesome. We'll move on to the under barrel attachment, which can be a laser sight / light. So you can have this in a laser sight on, a flashlight off, light on, laser sight off, or light on and laser sight on, or none at all. So yeah, you can have this just for show if you feel like it. We'll just go for the standard laser sight there. I prefer having my Pip-Boy light because it doesn't glitch when you put away the weapon, which is just a glitch in the game sort of thing. Now, for the Ridicules on the... Yeah, there's a lot of Ridicules to go through for your reflex sight, but I feel like a dot Ridicule is going to be fine, but I want to make this one red. We'll go for a circle dot reticule in the red form. Why not? Now for the frames, this is where you can actually change the materials on the frame, make it look a bit different. Now for some reason I think I messed up the install and didn't get these things in right, so I'm going to go for some Institute paint here. Then I'll try to reinstall this and make that work in a second. There's also some legendary effect if you feel like it. There's also legendary variants out on the wasteland, which I will not go over here. Look in the description of the mod or on this video to find out where to find those things. So that is our Beretta M9-FS pistol. Nice and tactical. Maybe it's a little bit over the top. You tell me. Alright, let's get into shooting some people. Just kidding, I'm going to eat my meat pies first. Righto, now we're in Gunner's Plaza, and this is what we look like with our M9 pistol in first person, looking down the sights there. I did have to change it because the texture for the reticule I chose didn't show up, so I was looking at a black box whenever I aimed down sights, which is unfortunate. Also, this thing is still black because the Institute retextures on this don't actually exist in the creation kit, so yeah, that's hopefully something they'll fix when this thing comes to sort of full release and a console port, so we can hope. So we'll shoot these gunners and we'll kill them, and I'll just let you listen to how this thing fires. As you can tell, it sounds pretty friggin' awesome, and it actually gets better when we take the suppressor off. Now, one thing I should mention about this weapon is, whilst it does have legendaries dropped off at specific locations, this thing is added to the level list via script injection. So you'll find this on gunners. I think you gotta pass up to level 6 before you start, before it starts showing up. So yeah, you can't have it from the very get-go, but you sort of get it at such an early stage that it might as well be from the get-go. Just die already. There we go. Okay, so killing enemies is very, very easy when we're getting sneak attack criticals with a suppressor, but once we're not getting the sneak attack criticals, we can still keep our damage very, very high with a high rate of fire despite this thing being semi-auto, and also a good damage with the headshots there. So yeah, this thing isn't totally massively influxed with recoil or anything, so yeah, You can pop headshots pretty easily. You can also do it while sip firing, so you can fire on the move, which is kind of nice. We'll get rid of some of these gunners in here. I think that's Captain Bridget down there. We just finished her off with a few sneak attack criticals very, very easily. We'll just sit back here and let them funnel through. As you can tell, we're kicking everybody's ass now, which is a little bit crazy. This thing certainly is synergizing perfectly with your standard stealth pistol build there, your standard James Bond build there. Now, what I want to do is find a loud and proud Beretta one. Usually they'll spawn with it. Don't think I'm seeing any now, so we'll move on. I think it was a combat rifle. It looked like an M10-14 at first glance, but then I remembered I uninstalled that mod ages ago. No challenge at all taking down these gunners, so yeah, the fact that this thing, you know, is meant to be an endgame weapon, or a weapon that can support you in the endgame times, yeah, it seems to reign true. What? Ah, you guys look like you've got pistols. Yep, they've definitely got the M9s about them, so we'll quickly drop him and pick up our glow-sighted hardened M9 pistol there. Alright, let's listen to this thing unsuppressed. That's like a tank-on-tank slugging match. Also, you've got a penetrating one. That is not from this mod at all. That is from the Beretta mod with the ARX 160. But yeah, that's a quick comparison. This one in my hands looks so much better, which is great. Anyways, we'll move on to kill these guys. You can actually tell when the gunners are equipped with this thing because it sounds really loud when they shoot it, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure why it would. Maybe it's to signify that, hey, this particular NPC has this weapon, so yeah, you better be scared of them. Although it doesn't really have the same effect of raiding a bandit camp in Borderlands 2 and then hearing them fire a Malawan submachine gun. Ooh, that's some terrifying shit right there. So you had a long, powerful Beretta. That's probably better than what we've got right now, isn't it? Ever so slightly. This one doesn't have the glow sights though. But that's what the standard sights look like. Even the standard sights on this, I feel, are pretty usable, which is great. Took a while to cut through that turret though, obviously. And the animations by Shiny Haxorus, I feel like, are there, because this thing sounds pretty beefy for a measly 9mm pistol, so I feel like using this over War Daddy's animations is actually the way you want to use it. And the good thing about this one is it's actually available on Xbox One also, so if you want to have the Xbox One and or the combo of this weapon and the Xbox this weapon and the animations on Xbox One, yeah, it took me a while, but I got there. You can, yeah, you can have that very, very soon. Just have to wait for the port, which, according to the mod page, will be this weekend sometime. So, yeah, you can look forward to this mod coming out on the weekend, console players. Okay. So it looks like this thing's viability is holding true. We cut through Gunner's Plaza very quickly, only with our very top tier one though. These unsuppressed ones weren't too great, but we'll move on. We'll get some legendary effects on these things because there's one that's actually furious. Okay, let's see if we can find ourselves one very angry pistol indeed. What we need to do is go to this little overpass or some sort of highway thingy here. We'll quickly sneak aboard this particular elevator ride, or I have to call it down first. Okay, we'll just kill gunners in the meantime then, won't we? Alright, that's them dead. I think there's a turret out here somewhere, just all the way out there. It's gunner aligned, so they put that there for a reason. Of the reason, I'm not particularly sure. And now we can fill in some awkward elevator music in our minds here. Okay, let's get started on killing some of the gunner enemies in here, including that robot that has too many Rule 34s drawn over it that makes me feel really good about killing it, because that means that thing's no longer around. Also, this one is not from our mod again, that one's different. But yeah, there's a lot of M9s going around. Also, there's Born to Kill. See, this one's got gunner textures. This one is going straight to the pool room. Only Australians will get that joke. But yep, furious effect. This one is for Captain Bridget. It'll be a great Christmas present for her. Also, there's Grognak the Barbarian, so you can... two birds, one stone there. Okay, Let's bring out our Furious one. Why the hell not? I am definitely born to kill these gunners. Let's see them. Let's get some of these aggroed things going so we can actually see them. Ha! They're only gunner privates. We should cut them down easily enough. You've definitely got one of those bad boys, don't ya? Yes, you do. You've got a glow-sighted light Beretta. Nope. No light frame receivers. We will never use you. Never, ever, ever. You know what? That turret is probably the most dangerous enemy here because it's actually firing explosive bullets. But the rest of them, it's a cakewalk. We don't even need to worry about these guys. This guy's just a basic gunner. Winlock and Barnes should have hidden Gunners Plaza. Righto, so that was this place all cleared out. Yes, we shot more gunners with obviously a little bit of an inferior weapon, but yeah, you get sort of a glimpse of what this thing is like. In what receiver is this thing using? Is it standard? It might be standard. Yes, that's what it looks like in stock form. That's how it performs in stock form. You can't even one-shot basic gunners. Okay, let's get this thing tricked out. We'll go kill Swan with it. Righto, so we've got Born to Kill all tricked out with glow sights and a suppressor, and also an advanced receiver, nothing on the underbarrel. Let's kill Swan. Getting those damage stacks now. Finished him off with almost an attack for 5,000. That's crazy. Okay, I think that is about it for this weapon. I feel like leaving it there will be good enough, or so. Ah, there's no collision when they're dead. I think if I shoot this thing, it'll create sparks because it's a metal thing. But anyways, so there you have it. That was the... Hang on, there's a blood bug somewhere. Where are you going? Oh, you bastard. Where'd you come from? Okay, so yeah, this was the Beretta 92-FS pistol, and it is a great weapon mod. Excellent. So some of the things they talked about upcoming, they might actually add custom animations of their own onto this, which is going to be awesome for new animations, but I feel like using these replacer animations will work just fine. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, check out the description. There shall be a link down there. And if you're watching this past, what's the date today? The 10th, maybe past the weekend, which I guess it's still Sunday for Americans right now. Yeah, if you're watching past the 10th of September of 2018, then there should be a link to the Xbox One version down there. But there should be one for PC at all times because, yeah, PC get all the mods first. PC master race and stuff because, yeah, nobody thinks you're an asshole for saying that. Thank you for watching, guys.